Let us start the last topic of this lesson, that is reproductive health. You know that, and you have learnt in 9th standard also, that if you don't keep proper hygiene of the reproductive organs of your body, then it may causes some diseases. Just like bacterial diseases, gonorrhea and syphilis, actually they are curable, but they are the disease. Gonorrhea and syphilis. In this disease, what happens? Itching, burning sensation, inflammation in the genital area, right? And most vital disease, that is called AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. So with the help of this HIV virus, it turns into AIDS. Okay, this is incurable. This is viral disease. Viral disease name is AIDS, and bacterial disease name two are syphilis and gonorrhea. So actually, your body and your brain, means your mind, at which age we said that your body and mind both are mature. Body is mature sexually, but mind doesn't accept. If mind is accepted, then maybe body doesn't mature. So this type of consequences are continuously occur in teenage or adolescence or after adolescence also. As for example, there is maybe different type of pressure. That may be pressure from the friends that please take part in so and so activities. Actually you don't want it, or maybe you want it also. Okay. There is also pressure from your family that married with some person and get having children. There is also pressure from the government agencies to avoid the pregnancy. Okay, hum do, hamare do, just like this. So at that time there is a big question in your mind that whether you are mature or not, whether you are mature to carry this type of responsibilities or not. Okay, to get married is very easy, but to take the responsibility is very hard. It needs maturity. After marriage, to get having children is very easy, but to take responsibility of that children for a long run, it is very hard. Okay, so at that time, reproductive health and some contraceptive devices necessary to avoid pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy, right? So different methods are there. As for example, the first method is it is called contraceptive method. Contraceptive method which is used to avoid unwanted pregnancy. Okay, so different contraceptive methods are there. The first method is barrier method. What is called this, and what is this barrier method? Barrier means a thin layer of any physical device. Thin layer if you cut or if you use, male or female, right, then it protects this unwanted pregnancy. As for example, like a condom or like cervical cap, condoms or cervical cap or diaphragm, they are used to prevent this type of unwanted pregnancy. Condoms are used by male, okay, so that a mechanical barrier, it comes surrounding the penis, and so that sperm does not enter into the vagina. This is the cervical caps and diaphragm. This is the condom of female condoms. It is known as cervical cap. In the vagina, if cervical cap of diaphragm is placed, then sperm cannot enter into the vagina properly, and so it protects from unwanted pregnancy. This is the one method that is called barrier method. Second is chemical method. Chemical method, it is done by oral pills. Two methods are there. First is oral pills. Means medicine. Orally, only female has to take oral pills after intercourse within 72 hours. Okay? So that chemicals of these oral pills restrict the formation of zygote, means fertilization doesn't take place because of the chemicals. This is harmful. Okay? So one has to take under the proper guidance of doctor. Second is called vaginal pill. A pills or medicine is kept in the vagina which act as a spermicide. Insecticide to destroy insect, like this spermicide to kill sperm. This type of vaginal pills is kept into the vagina, and so sperm is totally destroyed and fertilization does not take place, but all these things are harmful to the body. Third one is IUCDs, that is called intrauterine contraceptive devices. IUCDs. The full form is intrauterine contraceptive devices. Intrauterine contraceptive devices, IUCDs. So some devices are there, and with the help of these devices it prevents the pregnancy, as for example copper T-shaped a structure which is placed in the vagina. One end of the wire is kept suspended out of the vagina, so that when intercourse takes place, because of these hurdles, zygote doesn't form. This type of devices are known as contraceptive devices, which restrict the formation of zygote, and so fertilization does not take place. And fourth and important is surgical method. Couple use this method after the birth of one baby or two babies. If they don't want further babies, then they use this type of method, which is known as surgical method. For male, the name of the method is vasectomy. Here you have learnt about male reproductive system. Vas deferens carry the sperm to the seminal vesicle and then to prostate gland and then to penis. So this vas deferens, if vas deferens cuts, then sperm doesn't comes out. Okay, so this surgical method to cut the vas deferens is known as vasectomy in male. In female, the method is known as tubectomy. So here oviduct or fallopian tube is to be cut, okay, surgically by operating it. Tubectomy means fallopian tube is cut, and so ovum, mature ovum doesn't come in contact with sperm because fallopian tube is totally cut. Okay, so this is the surgical method with which unwanted pregnancy means it is avoided. But sometimes what happen, all these method, right? People use this method to get the baby boy, right? Abortion that we call it. Here it is given that female male sex ratio, it should be maintained for healthy society, but female male ratio is decreased constantly, particularly number of female decreased constantly in our country, and it is prohibited by law actually. So feticide, which is known as feticide, to kill the fetus, pronunciation dhyan rakjo, fetus, to kill the fetus means if the fetus is baby girl, then some couple tend to do this feticides, which is actually prohibited. Okay, so for healthy society it is not desirable condition, and it is because of the poor living standard of our country. This is your chapter of reproduction. Okay, so that's it for the chapter. Repeat my video, read the chapter in your textbook, it is compulsory. Drawing and diagram is most important, okay, of flower, male and female, reproductive system, flowering plants, then vegetative propagation, and then fission and etc. methods or sexual method. Okay, so that's it for this chapter, and enjoy, stay safe.